2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm live and I've not mirrored my camera because I don't know whether to mirror the camera or not. So I selected don't mirror the camera because the presetting is for a mirror image, which probably does help with performance, I must admit. But as this is a vlog, you know, all for one and one for all. Welcome to Hertford. Train stations are that way and that way. One of them goes directly to Liverpool Street. Not directly, but well, it's on the tracks there. I can lean on this hip for a bit longer too. The spine, look, I didn't wake up too long ago. 11, I woke up. Gonna put the camera down so I can move my How? Oh, look. No. All right, never mind. Let's do. Hi, one. Could be anyone. Yeah. So hi. I'll just go on my knees. Crouch. It's not crouch ends. Just let's my ears. It's fine. Oosh. Welcome again. The thing is not. All right. Okay. Here am I. The microphone is underneath the camera, so if you're obviously with the phone down, you may not hear the quite so well. That's good news for you. Turn the fan off. Like I said, what time is it now? It's 1:45, quarter to one. I'm just trying to get around the day, through the day. No, there's just a lot going on in my mind right now because I don't know what it is about frequencies and so on, just on a level, just the Christians and maybe Muslims do it too, like they will pray together and it's like, oof. All right. There's 13 beeps there for anyone interested. If they did another 2 beeps, it would actually neutralize it according to my research. I'm taking drugs, that's what I'm doing. Here we have a fresh strip of 30 milligrams of dihydrocodeine to take every 4 hours. So this is because the NHS cannot be free for all, especially not when you have people that need physiotherapy every week for life. And obviously NHS don't employ massage therapists just in case of, I don't even, and me, I have to take all my clothes off because you need to be able to get to the buttock area. I just twat, okay? Welcome. Shit. So I'll take one of these every 4 hours, and that will be excellent for my mental health. Sarcasm done extremely pan. The thing is, I've been sitting now because I woke up at 11 and hook put, run to the bathroom, urinate, then I just think my mum must just be like, she's nearly 80, nearly 80. She's getting there. She's, still living with Malcolm. They're married now. Yeah, they got married a couple of years ago. A few years ago now. Got married. They've been together since I was like 3 or 4. So, that's when they made it official. I mean, he's been living with her all that time. Didn't always work. Still required feeding and clothing and a litre of whiskey every 2 to 3 days. So, kept her topped up. Vodka. She said no, but, keep asking. I'll take this drug. I'm also mug is this. This is the biggest mug that I could find. Because, you know, espresso, sure, douche. You know, I just eat a coffee bean. I'm still hanging around on the sacrum, right? I get enough high from having this unknown substance in my coffee, which I'm doing right now. This coffee is fair trade. It's probably the fair trade organic one, to be honest. From Peru, for God's sakes. Techno. And then basically it's coffee, and I add green powder to my coffee. I don't find I'm funny about making smoothies in the middle of the night. You know, so neighborhood watch and everything. So I just add the green powder to my coffee every now and then you know, like try it. And I've got maca root powder, but it's not in this one. Keiko powder. This is not medical advice. This is what I do. Right, so anyway, so I'll take this first, okay? And because I ums and ahs about doing this live for ages, I was like, well, technically speaking, what I ought to do, please go pray at home. No more let us pray, please. I know you're very helpful. We're in England, guys, in the UK, Great Britain. I always put like United Kingdom in my location, but if I put Great Britain, it just switches it back to UK. So I'm like, all right, boss, all right. You know, I don't hate on YouTube. It's a good platform. Just a bit tricky, you know, trying to do an edit, waste of time, really. And also comms that just, you know, why? But it's a job. The point is, I've just taken 30 milligrams of dihydrocodeine. So apparently, though, there is an issue that if I'm high, I ought not to be high. According to I'm a psychiatrist, I have accurate knowledge of ultimate reality. So many people in the comments asking questions. Someone has written to me on Telegram. That's really nice. Give me some nice comments. So, you know, but as one of the effects of codeine, dihydrocodeine, and other derivatives of poppy are like is elation, I think, is it? That's you know, what to choose. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm female, so I'm automatically wrong in psychiatry. That's where it started with hysteria. So, and I have endometriosis as well, so it's like bang down the line. But when it comes to pedophilia, is that a mental illness? It gets really confusing. Join the hive minds. Ooh, they're so keen out there. I loved it. How? Why should I sell my apartment? Only because I need more healthcare than what NHS is able to do. Think of all the money that got spent on incarcerating me for 5.5 years just to sit indoors, take my pills until I start wearing makeup and then I can leave, right? Or until my dad's like, yeah, she's all right now. 5.5 years of that treatment. Imagine the money, the wonga that could have been spent just doing rheumatology and whatnot. Let's get you properly diagnosed. Not the only one. Therein lies the problem. I'm not the only one. But I am sitting on arthritis, so let's bear with the weirdness. So as I said, I put green powder in my coffee. I put cocoa in my coffee. The people are very keen. This is Hertford. Why do I have to sell my apartment to afford medical treatment? Doo-doo. And then you can't always hear the beeps. They are out there. The microphone is pressed to fabric. But ultimately, the reason, and then I'll be worse off because I won't be able to afford to buy another home, and I'll lose £12,000 a year almost in universal credit. So I'll run out of money real quick. And I'll just keep getting moved on, obviously, because masturbation's fine when you're younger, but if you don't get married and you continue to masturbate, I'm just saying people do get vibes. I'm just saying not always, depends how frequent. Okay, depends how often and how much gusto you put into that. Beat to you too. Well, then I will move from my ideal location of being able to walk to the shop that way and a couple of train stations that I can just about get to and from and back again. I don't do it too often. But I'm just saying I'll lose all that and I'll ultimately, it's the beeps. I really, and Justin, I'll be honest, like, you know, you can't get rid of the devil. That's what I'm going to say. So I have to go, and even the effort, like thinking about moving, packing, shit like that. But there's a thing with the when it's paid for, like when the people that buy it have bought it, and they'll pay for it, and then there's like a scramble to like pay people to do shit to get somewhere else, wherever that may be. All right. But I have seen the exterior of this place so often, right? And then the other question was, why am I coming online without first doing my ablutions, right? That is a posh word for, that's a good word for clean your fucking face right now. I don't mind swearing, you just, you know, mum and dad were wrong. That's what I'm gonna say. And that's so vile. But what I like to do is not just like, well, I'm not able to just leap into the shower. You know, not that all of that is necessary. No, I'm not saying it as a Baha'i. Obviously, I'm really familiar with all the rules. You just at least the hands and the face, okay? And then what I will do myself, well, in the morning, like obviously recite, and the evenings recite from the writings. Recite means out loud. Okay. Might be from memory, might be from a book, from the writings. I think that includes the Quran. I'm not going to get in arguments. I don't want to get shut down. I'm just saying that I've not done those things yet because, well, I may have recited, but I'm sure I missed 12. But the thing is, I took 2 milligrams of diazepam yesterday. And I'm not really sure what time. If I look at the posts on my page, it was before 6 p.m., right? And at 6 p.m., I was supposed to have a grocery shop, and my buzzer on my intercom does not work. So nothing woke me up, and I had forgotten. And I did not wake until 11 a.m. I took 2 milligrams of diazepam at approximately 5 p.m. and I did not wait till 11 a.m. So as far as I'm concerned, well, whatever. I'm not trying to alter anything. I'm just saying if the first things first, you know, is do do do. Let's all hear that. Yeah. So, you know, and I love this aria as well. I'm really fucked in the head, right? So, no, actually, that's the problem. I think some people have a problem with that. And I'm like, I'm 44, nearly 45. I was really traumatized as a child. Anyone could have seen it from miles away. And there were people close up as well. I'm 44 now. You want me to be like stressed and not, you would opt for happy. Votes for happy. You know, so it's all good, right? No, it's not. I just felt I had to do this first. I didn't know why. I was just like, I kept thinking I will, I won't, I won't, I will, until you know, let's not sit on spinal bifida anymore. Okay, there are so many different types of folic acid. You know, you don't have to use the shit one. Spinal bifida. Let's read the comments. Oh God, DJ Mickey's been a bit upset. How's my sinus problem? It's my chest. Really, 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 it's my chest. Sinuses always fucked up, but if I can clean them out and whatnot, it helps. The chest is the thing, and it's really, and the spinal thing here is a little tricky. So, raise the chest area. Diaphragmatic muscles, wrong treatment, wrong care plan for years. That's what the thing has been. The wrong care plan altogether because the only ill health I've had has been mental. So that's why I'm suffering now as a punishment for it. Oh, it's too much on the line. Okay, that was just me completely. That's why I'm suffering for it now. Now I get to catch up. Okay, so I'm just saying, it's not. I actually don't have too much pain in my sinuses, but then I just took the hydrocodone too. But no, that's not. The chest infection is bollocks. It's shit. It's wank, tits and fanny. And I basically just had it so long that I don't sometimes know when to do something about it, apart from last June when I had the like root canal issue. Before that was done as well, I thought, fuck, that was pretty dangerous. I'm just, was impatient about my sputum sample, because also I think there was too much saliva in it, quite honestly. There was way too much saliva in it, because I was just a novice when it comes to spitting in tubes. But I was, the thing is, like, do they do that for other people? Do other people give sputum samples or have blood tests or get referrals? Because me, it's just autism, yeah? And you, I bet it was you too. I bet there was plenty of guys around that were just like, so you mentioned pain, SSRI, or maybe tramadol, which is an SNRI, and opiate, synthetic opiate. Glory to God. I'll just walk backwards at this moment because it does help. And open the window at the same time, which almost looks like moving. But, if you go to the USA or any large Baha'i gathering, it's pretty much hypomania is the thing, so, I don't know. I should make shorts as well. I'm a dumbass, okay? The pain issue is really fucking shit now. I was sitting for like, I think it must have been half an hour. And I'm gone. Gone. I will take a shower, that will help. That's not violence, this is a thing. Look. I'm a person. Tap. Quite gentle. Thing. Can slap. That's how building work gets done. Okay, good. You have honest eyes, says Stacey. Thank you. Hey, says Mickey. Okay, I'm not reading that. Nikki. I'm definitely not reading those, Nikki. Mickey. DJ Picky. Mossad says lol. Yeah, hay fever. Can't give medical advice. Shit. Consult a herbalist. Was there OMG? Was it? Thanks, Mossad. Well, so and then I thought what I could do was show you how to do a Baha'i devotional gathering for one, but I can't currently because like I said, it will involve washing parts of me, and then I'll just read something, read some prayers, whatever. It's not too demanding. And if I want to, the ablution, you don't need to do no ablutions for prayer. It's just that normally when people get up, they wash, okay? So it's just, you've probably already done that bit. I'm just saying, like, if I want to do an invocation and repeat the holiest, then it's just like, say this 95 times. Now, how I count that is not with an app listening in. Although the phone has recorded me many times. My voice, yes. I just count on my fingers. There's like little bits. 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. There's that 5 times 19 in the joints. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No beads required. I like beads. I've got nothing against beads. I'm just, yeah. So, well, anyway, and I'll do that with luckily my bathroom has a sink. Is that what it's called? A vanity basin. And I'll do that. I'll like, or whatever it is, wash hands and face, just splash in the water, and then I can sit down, turn myself unto God, and say Laupa, Laupa, Laupa. But try myself to breathe as well. That's another thing that I can do every day if I want. I've only just started doing these little things every day again. not that long ago. And sometimes I'll do them and then up in the past and then up for a couple of days or two. And then like, I fucking forgot all about that. I didn't have time to get to the, next part. That's fine. God is love, to quote the Bible. All right. Well, my mum knows I'm gay. Who else do I need to tell? Really impossible situation. Well, good. I'm glad there's 6 people here fascinated by the dregs of society. Performing arts, performing arts. It's where the vagabond laws come from. To be going around there with no fixed abode. Vagrants, and I do have to sell my home, okay? Deacons, to sell my home. I just thought you'd want to see my morning routine. Jesus, it's good. It's pain and love all at once. I don't know. I try to amuse you. Okay, is that wrong? So Queen did say, well, not amused. She's reported to have said we are not amused, or one is not amused, or whatever it is. Do those guys ever get out? When I was like listening to the King's thing on his thing, like, do you realise also how many times that has been like chopped up? Say it again, Sans, say it again. We're all in trouble. Or not. However you want to look into it. I don't know. All right, Marcel. What is this anything about anything? You're on one of your episodes. I hope so. Baha'u'llah had episodes. They're recorded in a book called The Dawnbreakers. Or Nabil's Narrative, I think it's also called. And I've not read it. All right, don't be surprised. I used to get in trouble for reading at home. All right, after a certain age, when my mum was no longer in charge. All right, so easy does it. I've got to go. My back pain is insane. And then I'll do all those religious things that I told about. See you later. And I will keep trying to improve myself. It's difficult. I'm a fucking amateur. Jeez. I better run. I hope this was okay. Yeah, incapacitated. That's the one. It's pity they have to sell my home though, isn't it? Love you. Bye.